Welcome to Daddy Share Space. So today I want to show you another one of my little iterations of my Frankenstein wall cart builds. So as you can see here, I just put some French cleats on here, and I decided to take these clamp racks that I made that have a French cleat attachment on the back and put them on one side. So one of the benefits to making a wall cart like this is you have options. You could actually change things around, and I'm going to show you that right now. So let me rotate it. All right, so as you can see here, I have my assortment of Festool tools along with my Lamello's Zeta P2 stored on the back side of this cart. So it's out of sight, out of mind when I want it to be. And the other side, which has the clamps, is available for me to use whenever I want to use those. So let's just take a closer look at the build and see what we have here. Essentially, you just got basic 2x4 construction here. A 2x4 base with caster wheels in place there, and then as you can see on the bottom here, I just have a piece of 2x4 framing. The 2x4 framing is sitting on top of the base, as you can see there, and then you kind of scroll up here and you can see how I have all the sustainers in here. Now admittedly, this isn't the most functional way to have this, because if I wanted this to be super functional, I would actually put drawer slides in between each so that I could actually pull each individual tool out, which is something that I hope to do in the future. Now obviously, because this is loaded down pretty with quite a few tools, I may not have as much room. If you look up here, right above the Lamello, I don't have much space. And then I also don't have much space over there above that Festool tool. But on the top, I do still have a little bit of room to work with. And so basically what I am doing here is just coming up with different solutions to be able to store my tools and be able to get to them. So idealistically, what I would do is actually put shelving here so that I could actually pull each individual tool out, open it up, take out the tool, and then push it back in. I do have a little bit of space, play going front to back down here on the bottom section. I've got some room here to actually add or do whatever I need to do with this. But regardless, before I just had these kind of just laying around on the floor, or I actually built a base which is back over here on the wall, where I put them all on there, and I would have to kind of shuffle that back and forth, and it just kind of served one purpose. Initially I was going to make kind of like a bench and have the actual sustainers underneath the bench, which I still may do in the future, and make the top like an MFT. But for right now, what this does is it keeps the sustainers up and out of the way so that I can kind of tinker and work on whatever else I need to work on right now, while the other side also gives me the functionality of holding clamps. Now I do have French cleats throughout this garage in different areas where I can actually put these, the clamps that I have on the back side of here. And but I'm just toying around with different ideas, trying to see what works, what doesn't. Just a lot of experimentation, and that's one of the benefits to not being, I guess you'd say, a conventional woodworker, where basically you learn the rules and you stick to the rules, so you may not go reach outside of the box. I'm coming from a totally different angle, so I have the ability to kind of do whatever I want to do, however I want to do it, and it may be disastrous, or it may work out very well. You just don't know. But the bottom line is, I'm having a lot of fun tinkering and trying, failing, and in some cases trying and succeeding. Behind the camera here is where I actually have the other French cleat wall that I built, that actually has a bunch of my tools that was actually on the back side of the shop on the wall for the longest time. and I can actually remove all of those tools from that wall and actually put them back there on that area if I so choose to. So just really exploring a lot of different modular ways to house tools and to, you know, make things more effective. Something that I'm also considering is potentially getting those connectors where you can actually fasten your rails onto the garage door. If you look here, so oftentimes my rails just end up, you know, kind of leaning up against the wall somewhere, whatever. But if I could actually put them on the garage door, that would be acceptable, because then they're always up and out of the way. And when I want to move them back, I could do that. So that's something that I'm looking at doing. Another thing that I'm looking at doing is possibly making some overhead garage storage up here on the top, so that I could actually maybe store things that I don't use quite frequently there. So there's so many different ideas that I have, and you know, just over time, all these ideas will kind of get fleshed out. Whatever I have the resources for, whatever I have the ability to actually, you know, carry out. What I'm trying to do is just really, you know, massage and work this situation to the best of my ability. I don't feel like I'm up and functional as of yet, because, you know, I mean, I have messes. Let's, you know, just take a look right here. We've got a mess that I'm sorting out right now. And I feel like I'm always shuffling things from one side to the other. My goal is to not have to do that. I mean, obviously I don't have to shuffle things here because it's set and ready. And then, you know, back behind us where we actually have the Festool tools, that's kind of set and ready. You know, I just need to figure this out, you know, keep working with it, keep tinkering, keep, you know, applying myself, and hopefully I can come up with a solution that's going to be more universal and that will actually work. So anyways, guys, thanks for taking time to watch this video. I'll see you in my next one. Take care.